Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we barely took any damage in the last mission, which was a bit of a shame because I was hoping our vehicles would blow up so that we could experience that for ourselves. I'm still of the same opinion, at least until I actually experience it. I'm not going to go on about it though. I feel like I ranted about that enough last episode. I mean, I'll just say I'm still of the opinion that I'm not entirely sure it's worth the tonnage. That's all I'll say. For now, though, we will tick forward for, looks like, 5 days. So, we'll let our mechs get repaired? A pickup game, huh? Sure, we'll play a friendly game. People are in high spirits. Fantastic. It's always good. And there we go. We have finished up all of our repairs. Our hospital bay will finish in 2 days. And we've got ourselves a good amount of cash right now. That's fantastic. We are, of course, completely done spending money on upgrades for the Argo. So that is absolutely wonderful. I'm very happy to see that. For now, we're going to continue proceeding as if these vehicles are worth the tonnage. But if they start getting destroyed very frequently, then I will choose that they are not, most likely. However, it is time to deploy here. But first, we should probably do some training. Let's go ahead and grab a point of gunnery for a mech warrior. Absolutely. I'm very happy anytime we can get a point of gunnery. Bear Claw, point of guts. Sure. Not too concerned about that one. Carriated with the tactics. Whatever. I don't really care too much. Guts. Sure. Whatever. It's handy, but not super impactful the way gunnery is. Tarbox can get a point of guts as well, sure. And Woody a point of piloting. Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and deploy, shall we? Once again, I want a fairly difficult mission. And I want this to be one that is... Actually, there's not that much available here. This one's kind of the best option. Not great salvage. We'll probably just sit here. And let's see if we can blow up some vehicles, shall we? Excellent. I want to experience that for myself before I talk too much more about it. I want to see how frequently it happens. I mean, mechs that are destroyed only don't get returned, what, maybe 20%, 25% of the time? So, I don't know. It's based on how much damage there was actually dealt to it, of course. So, vehicles often just have the single armor pen point that then just completely dies. And one single location death will kill the vehicle. So, I don't know. Maybe it won't happen very frequently. We'll see. For now, though, we need to destroy the invading Lance. We've detected an inbound dropship belonging to the planetary government. Our local defense forces in the expected drop area are ill-equipped to handle a lance of mechs, but with your aid, we can ensure that the raid does minimal damage. We'd like you to intercept the local government lance and destroy it. Commander, the locals wouldn't send a dropship if they didn't mean business, so if we take this job, we should stay alert down there. Indeed, we should.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so let's see. Their location is up on that road, or actually up beyond that road. I wouldn't mind dropping over in this area, actually. This is a pretty decent drop point. We just drop here, and off we go. Wonderful.
Here we go.
Okay, so we know that the enemies are up here. We can make our way up the road and use these trees as cover. That's the idea here. We're not currently in combat, so our Jaeger apparently can't currently move. I believe this is probably having to do with calculating the destinations. Yeah, that's what that was. Okay, so we'll make our way on up. Wonderful. Oh, we are in combat. I don't see any enemies, though. So it all looks good.
Yep.
Our guillotine will move up the road.
Got it. No shooting, just running.
Okay. There are definitely enemies moving out there. They have LOS on us.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
Okay, that's a rifleman. We're going to move up with our J. Edgar. And I am guessing that this rifleman probably, since it has those couple of large lasers, probably runs somewhat hot.
All weapons are go.
Did we heat it up at all? I don't believe we did. Okay, that's fine. Triple PPC. Okay.
Reporting light damage.
Okay, that's a Marauder-looking guy over there. Once again, I'm expecting that it runs pretty hot. So we're going to move out over here with the Harasser
Roger, Skipper.
and take a look.
Taking it.
I think we do standard attack here. Yeah, that's a lot of energy weapons on that Marauder. Heat it up.
All weapons.
Okay, we missed everything.
Negative damage.
Sure.
Repeat. Negative damage.
That's fine. Okay, they've also got a missile weapon out here. And that is... What are you, a stalker? Something along those lines. Yeah, I think that's a stalker.
I'm here.
Okay, our stone rhino will position up over here. This is actually...
Affirmative.
If our hit odds are good here, our hit odds are mediocre. I think we'll just pot shot with the medium laser here, and next round is when we'll start lighting them up. Yeah, we haven't done any damage to them yet, but that's okay.
Standing by.
I'm going to take the Nidhogg up over and attack this stalker. We don't get much speed rolling yet, but that's okay. We will fire on the rifleman with the snub nose as a pot shot. I'm not surprised that that missed. We haven't hit anything yet. But these are just pot shots.
Receiving you.
The sorcerer will step up. I don't see anybody grouped up. So I think we go for the rifleman here with direct fire. He is up against a wall, so we should hit him, no matter what.
Firing.
That was very nice.
Take that.
Good hits. The archer is going to step forward
Acknowledged.
and continue to hit that rifleman in his weak side.
Locked on target.
And he's just dead, straight up.
Hope we can salvage that.
I didn't expect that kill, but okay, we'll accept it. We're going to step up with the imp, and we're going to do a pot shot on this guy over here, I think. I don't think it's worth firing through here and maybe stray shotting. I am going to Warlord here, but I don't expect that it will improve our odds enough. Yeah, it's fine. Not too concerned about that. Do they have any reinforcements is the question that I'm currently asking.
Talk to me.
We're going to sprint forward with our Dragon Slayer over here.
Roger. Full throttle.
And I'm not going to fire the Ultra AC-20 with these hit odds, but the Snub Nose, sure, we'll fire that.
Let's do this.
Our Marauder, I think, is going to head up this direction and go for the Stalker.
Double time.
Hit odds aren't really worth firing the MRM on, but everything else, sure. Okay, we did 5 damage. This is still round 1, so that's acceptable for now. I'm going to actually send the Maxim up after the Stalker as well.
I copy.
We will go ahead and Warlord to boost our odds, and we'll fire some Inferno rounds at this guy. Yep, that's fine. Next round.
Yes, Commander.
Our Jaeger is going to step over here, where hopefully it won't take too much damage. Let's see here. Left is our weak side. So would actually prefer to... I would actually prefer to come up over this way with the Jaeger.
Move forward.
Since left side is our weak side, we come up over here and we fire on the Stalker. I'm going to Warlord that to get us slightly better hit odds.
Locked on target.
And that's a pair of hits. Very nice. That's somebody out there that we don't... Oh, there's a Battle Master flanking us over here that we didn't know about. Okay. That's fine. I'm actually going to send the Nidhogg out after this Battle Master. I feel like we've got enough resources going after the Stalker. We can get rear arc from back here. Unfortunately, we can't fire our bombs, but that's okay. We'll fire our rockets, and I am going to Warlord this, and we'll soften up this guy's rear arc.
Putting one in the back.
That was good.
Standing by.
The J. Edgar, I'm going to move down over here towards the Battlemaster as well. We'll just position it, say, here. Hit odds are probably not going to be the absolute best, but that's fine. It is that CT that we've softened up. That Battlemaster's rear armor is not doing so well. I'm going to position over here with the Archer, and I think we armor shred this Marauder. I feel like there's no point in attacking the side arc on the Battlemaster since we're going to backstab it. And we have the Stalker under control, so let's go for the Marauder. That's a structure exposure and a PPC crit.
Ooh, that hit something good.
We'll happily take that.
Yeah.
Our Guillotine will advance over here, and once again, we'll work on that Marauder.
Aye, aye. Engaging front.
Some internal damage there, but mostly armor shred and an evasive proc for us. Sure, or rather an unsteady proc for us. We'll go ahead and fire on the Marauder at this point with the Stone Rhino and the dual MRMs.
Fire in.
That was a big armor shred there.
That hit something
Took
good.
out a double heat sink as well.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, our Marauder is going to come up this
On
way
my way.
and fire on the Stalker. At this point, I am going to Warlord. And we're going to fire the MRM-40. Okay, some good armor shred there. We'll see who moves next. It's the Marauder. Fires on the Guillotine. Misses almost everything. Sure. We'll happily take that.
Waiting for orders.
The Maxim is going to close in on the Stalker here. We're going to get into its rear arc.
Roger.
No point in warlording since it's on cooldown, of course, but we are going to run standard ammo, and we're going to hit this guy in its rear arc and do quite a bit, actually. Was going for some crit fishes there. We didn't quite finish it off, but that's a very weak rear arc on that Stalker. Moves through the fire. Does fire on the Jaeger, but we're fine. Our strong side is exposed there.
My armor's getting ripped off.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
Standing by.
Our Sorcerer, at this point... I think our Sorcerer comes over here
Aye, aye.
and fires on the Battlemaster. We may hit some rear arc here, and that's worthwhile to me.
Attacking from position.
We didn't hit any rear arc there, but we did make him unsteady, and he's already moved this round.
I'm receiving you.
So our Harasser can come in over here
Move order received.
and light up that rear arc.
Confirmed.
That was a lot of rear arc damage and actually an ejection. Okay, we'll happily take that. The Dragon Slayer will step forward here to fight that Marauder. The Marauder that has very little health remaining in its armor. I'm going to go ahead and fire the Ultra AC-20 here. Hit odds aren't great, but we'll take it.
Aye, aye.
We did actually hit one of those. So that was worth it. That's another double heat sink destruction on that Marauder. Great.
I hear ya.
Our Imp is, of course, going to step forward and fire on the Stalker's front arc here. We'll see what we get. Couple of good hits. Sure, we'll take that.
Let's go.
And, of course, it is our turn again, so the Jaeger will position up over here, closing in a little bit and still exposing that right side to the Stalker. And actually, I thought that we would have been in arc there, but I guess I moved it slightly too far. That's my fault. The Marauder firing on the Archer and missing almost everything. I don't care. Completely irrelevant to us. Next up is our Guillotine that will close in on that Marauder. That Marauder is not doing well at all. We're going to go ahead and do controlled bursts to get our heat a little bit under control. But then... not a kill, but that Marauder is incredibly close to dead right now.
Yes, Commander.
Our Stone Rhino is going to move up and finish the job.
Copy that, Commander.
This Marauder is totally dead from this. Right?
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, that's an ejection. Perfect.
I've
Got your back.
Our Dragon Slayer is going to start closing in on their stalker over here.
Maximum speed.
But what we really need is we need to move our Maxim in order to take out that stalker. I'm going to go ahead and move the Nidhogg up over this way, and we'll just position it here.
Let's move.
And I'm going to drop bombs on it. We may splash damage the Maxim, but I don't care. That should be a knockdown, which actually isn't necessarily good for us, because we're trying to hit that rear arc.
Ready for orders.
Okay, well, the Sorcerer is going to move up and, of course, drop arrow 4s right on this guy, ideally on his head. We'll see. Kaboom.
Target's taking a critical hit.
That Stalker is in a not very happy state right now, I think is what I'm going to go with. And we're going to go for the kill. That was a lot of armor shred. But that's an engine core crit, which means that we did shred off that armor off of the center torso.
What's up, boss?
Very happy about that. I guess the J. Edgar can make its way up over here. It's not going to actually do anything. And the Harasser can make its way up as well. Is this only the single lance? Because if this is only the single lance, then that is bonkers.
Roger.
We've been getting very, very easy missions lately. Well, I guess we'll see.
Enemy down.
Yep, that's it. Okay.
Mission successful.
Well, that was really, really easy. That was incredibly easy. Okay, I guess we'll take it. We'll see what we get from salvage. Probably not much. I mean, there wasn't much there, and we didn't have much for salvage. The Jaeger is going to need repairs. There's no doubt about that. That is 5 Battlemaster parts in a single priority salvage, and we will take that. We also got a full rifleman and 7 double heat sinks. That was actually really solid salvage. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that. I am going to complain a little bit, though, that we still aren't seeing any enemies that destroy our vehicles. I am going to complain a little bit about that. But we may want to start doing things like flashpoints if we want to increase the difficulty further, because we're starting to get to the point here where we're just steamrolling. And that clearly means that we need to escalate. That said, that was only a single lance. Like, we outnumbered them 3-1. That was always going to be that easy. So yeah, a few repairs here. We'll let this hospital bay finish up. This is going to be 5 days on the Jaeger, so we're going to hit this financial report. I think it's fine, though. I'm not sure we care. Let's go ahead and tick forward here until the Argo upgrade is done. And that means that the Jaeger is now 3 days away. If we tick forward another couple of days here, yeah, I think it's completely fine to take this financial report, so we'll do that. That'll finish up literally everything, and at this point there is, I think, no reason to not go up to generous. Maybe even extravagant. I think we'll sit on generous for now, though. Okay. So we'll do that. We're now on generous pay. And we've got 30 days, and we actually are already over our generous threshold. So that's great. I'm just going to go through and make sure that everybody has what training they need.
Waiting for orders.
Because that was a ludicrously short mission, and I'm trying to figure out ways to fill the rest of this episode. Because I don't want to start another mission. I don't have time for a super long episode today, and I also don't have time to record 2 episodes in a row today. So unfortunately, I may have to put an early cut-in on this one, and I apologize for that, but RogueTech usually goes pretty long. So I guess it's kind of a balancing sort of thing. Yeah, there's nothing left to do at this point other than deploy again. And so with that, I gotta put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I'll see you all next time when hopefully we'll have a bit more difficult of a mission to do. Because, yikes. All I want to do is blow up some vehicles, guys. That's all I want to do. Oh boy. See you all next time.